Yeah, not having a bug net kind of sucks. They're not really biting, but they just keep going in my eyes and my ears and my nose. Hello from the nice marina town of Kilarney, Ontario. It's about 10 kilometers from Kilarney Provincial Park, where I'm going to set off tomorrow morning to do the Cloche Silhouette trail. It's about an 80-kilometer hike. I've never done it before. It's often compared to the OTHT, where I spend most of my time in terms of the ruggedness and that sort of thing. They recommend 8 days to do it. I couldn't go that long because of the spacing of the campsites. You have to reserve each campsite individually, and I just couldn't make the itinerary work, so I'm going to do it in 5 days. So I'm staying at this beautiful hotel here. It's called Sportsman's Inn, I believe, in Kilarney. Beautiful marina here. I'm reminded of the show Ozark because it's very quiet here, but I imagine within a few weeks this is going to be full of boats and people. Anyway, now I'll check in when I'm on the trail tomorrow morning. Good morning, here we are on the trail. It's supposed to be a bit of rain this morning. We'll see how it plays out. The rest of the week looks okay. Temperatures in the mid-teens, and just hope it doesn't rain too much, but I like that it's a little bit cooler because it's been a little bit warm the last couple of days. Off we go. I'm going to do about 14 kilometers today up to campsite H8. And again, this is my first time on this trail. I deliberately did not watch any videos. I haven't watched any videos of this trail for at least 2 years, so that way I'm going into it really fresh, and I'll have some surprises along the way, I hope. So far the trail's been a nice walk through mixed forest. There's occasional boardwalks, some rocky terrain, some roots, nothing too difficult yet. I'm sure that's all still to come. Very nice morning here. It's kind of cool. The birds are chirping and starting to settle into the zone of being out here. I expect I'll probably see some people. I'm not used to seeing people on trail because I'm usually on the Timiskaming Highland Trail, so we'll see what that's like to have a little bit less isolation than I normally feel. Been walking along the left edge of that stone wall up there. I imagine we'll be getting up on things like that later, and we've just broken free from that and entered into a nice little boggy area. This quartz or quartzine is amazing. I've never seen so much. Almost all the rocks are quartz. It's beautiful stuff. Look at the formations. Very Very cool. When you go over that bridge, if you climb up onto the quartz formation there, the trail isn't up there. Actually turn right after you cross the bridge, so keep that in mind. I just spent several minutes looking for the trail from up there, but it's a nice view and it's very cool anyway, so worth looking at. These first 13 kilometers or so of the trail, I'm going clockwise, by the way. All the forests are really nice and open, so you've always got a sense of openness and not really, you don't feel like the trees are encroaching you too much. That's really nice. There was a number of walks up and down old stream beds that were probably logging roads at one point, so that was kind of interesting. And I saw this old truck at this landing at the bottom of a portage at one of these things, and I don't know if it came down an old logging road before it got so deteriorated, or if it came across one of the lakes when it was frozen. I'm not sure, but it's pretty cool. And I'm just working my way down a stream where the falls are and then back up to my site at H8. Here's H8, home for the night. Not a bad spot. Good water access. Fire pit with a bunch of metal scrap from nearby cottages and farms and whatever else was up here. And there's a dam. So on the other side of that dam there's some old cottages up along the left hand side there. It's kind of interesting because there's wires running from those cottages hundreds of meters towards the dam area, and then it just stops. I think at one point they must have run power from the dam, or maybe a different one, over to their cottages. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, 15 kilometers today. It drizzled for a lot of the day, but it's cleared up now, and we'll see what the rest of the week has in store. Morning, started day 2. I slept well last night. I spent a lot of time in a tent. The black flies were really bad last night, and somehow I managed to forget my my bug net. So bug spray wasn't enough, and now this morning it's all the little mosquitoes. And so you think you have a system with all your gear and everything, and I thought I did too, but inevitably I seem to forget something from time to time still. So I need to go back to the old checklist. Anyway, I got a big day today, about 19 kilometers. I'm going to H23. There's no more rain in the forecast for today, but pretty much every day going forward there's rain overnights and into the mornings, and heavy rain Saturday by the looks of things. So I had a decision to make to turn around and go back to the car and call it a day, but I'm going to continue on and make the most of it. Alright, on we go. So peaceful. Today's definitely had some more technical, challenging sections to work through. Lots of sort of scree and things like that, little scrambly sections. This area up here of these massive balls are just amazing. Tops of these hills and these views are just outstanding. I'm glad I got some sun for this portion of the hike. Okay, now we're getting really scrambly. That is really steep down there. Yeah, so that was very steep and technical. Way up there, you could see another hiker I ran into coming the other way. So he says the trail gets more and more difficult from here on in. And so what I've seen so far is the easy part. So, well, that's good. Here we go. Trail goes right up to the right next to the falls. This is my little friend who keeps wanting me to step on him. Go away, little guy. Alright, made it to camp for the night, H23. It's in a nice grove of deciduous trees that haven't filled in yet, so it is pretty hot and bright in here today, but that's okay. Got a little fire pit, little kitchen area, and then there's a little trail down here to go down to a stream. Jeff's map says this stream sometimes won't be flowing in the summer, so you might not be able to use it for water, so keep that in mind. And went down there, got water, and I actually bathed in one of the little pools down there. It was nice. I feel all fresh. Now the mosquitoes think I'm fresh too, and they're swarming me like mad. Anyway, good day today. Really long one, 18 kilometers. Definitely rewarding. The terrain went much more difficult as the afternoon went on, but some of the views got better as well. Some incredible views, in fact. And I ran into somebody who said that from here on in the trail was harder, and that's certainly what I experienced today. So if it's going to be like this for the next 3 days after today, it's going to be a treat. Morning, just left camp, crossed that little ravine and headed right up this climb here. Had a little bit of rain last night, it's still sprinkling a little bit. There was some thunder showers nearby that came by around 3 a.m., but thankfully they missed us. Anyway, I think that guy's right. The trail is just going to be getting more difficult from here, which is what I expected of this trail. So I was wondering why it was so easy the first day. Oh, that's a bummer. It's climbed 25 minutes and I'm above the fog line, but I can't see anything. I'm pretty sure this is the highest I've been on the trail so far. Oh well. Going through long sections of this obviously hasn't been pruned in years, and because of all the rain, it's just gets you soaking wet. Lots of fun. Nice, beautiful, open, cruisy section after all of that. It's very scrambly stuff. Definitely, I would say difficulty level is a little bit higher than the OTHT with some of those scrambles I've seen so far. I'm not even halfway done a trail yet.
That was a scramble. I just came down that, and it literally is like, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not mountain climbing, but next closest thing. It's amazing. Even the highest peaks here with these bare rock it's all totally worn out from glaciers. Just amazing. It's polished smooth. David Lake. My camp for the night is on this lake.
Morning. Look at this. It's supposed to be pouring rain and it's beautiful out here. So looking forward to a good hike this morning. Good night last night. Totally uneventful.
I think that's Silver Peak up there. Too bad it's a little hazy, but it's better than nothing. I think that's David Lake where I stayed last night. It's so amazing that even the highest peaks have the smoothing from glacial activity millions of years ago. Really puts things in perspective. And unfortunately the rain's coming, it's clouded over, but I'm glad I made it up here. I guess that one might be slightly higher. I'll save that for another time. It's too bad because normally you can see for many miles. Pretty amazing. That's where I was a couple hours ago. We're at the top of Silver Peak there. So much of this trail is variations of this type of terrain. This one's much more jagged than others. Others is just worn smooth without the cracks. This one has a lot more quartz or quartzite in it, whatever it's called. It's very cool. H45 Bunny Lake. I think it's called Bunny Lake. Nice campsite. Water access is not too bad. A little steep hill there. Good morning. Looking really rough. It was a windy night, huge gusts coming and just made it really hard to sleep. The tent held out well though, even with just the 4 stakes in the corners and 2 door stakes. Last day out today and go through the crack and back to the car. It's going to be a long day. I think it's about, including the stretch through the park to the car, about 19 kilometers I think. It's pretty windy today. It's cold. It's only about 6 degrees Celsius. But that should keep the bugs away, which I'm really thankful for. I have no idea how, but somehow I'm going the wrong direction. I turned left coming out of the campsite with the sign that said to the crack, and I got to the spot here and I recognized that lake and I recognized that lake over there, and I said, I've been here before. It's not as high as it was at Silver Peak, but at least I can see out into Georgian Bay there well. Not too sure how that's going to come out in the camera here. There's a blueness to the water. I don't know if it'll come through in the video, but it's pretty cool, even without a blue sky. A lot of the lakes are real blue color. I just stopped here for a little water break and I thought this cliff here was amazing. This never gets old. It gets really tiring, but never gets old. Last lunch view. Started the descent to the crack. Lots of day hikers. I couldn't film too much of the hike down the crack. There was way too many day hikers coming up the other way and so on. Really large boulder fields you're crawling through, sharp edge boulders, and it's pretty insane. I wouldn't want to have that on day one of the hike. A lot of people do counterclockwise. I don't know I'd want to do that. I thought it was smooth sailing all the way back to the car after the crack. Nope, one more obstacle. Alright, it's done. Finished the trail. That is one tough trail, man, I'm telling you. long day too. It's a very technical trail. It's very rewarding. The terrain, the formations of the terrain are just outstanding. The ruggedness and the difficulty of some of the areas is amazing too. It's just one amazing trail. I'm sure I'll come back and do it again. Maybe I'll try going the other direction. I do have to say one negative though. It really needs a lot of work in terms of trail marking. We'll leave it at that because I could probably talk for 5 minutes about trail marking. Anyway, wonderful trip. See you next time.